Oh, well, yep.
Alright guys, art of ram. Here we go, we're setting up jigs here. This is jigging 101. We're setting up a jig to cut a bevel cut for the tops of these bank ramps, alright? Since it's a 2x4, it's really pain. So we're gonna make the cut and then we'll reverse engineer the rig and how we got to be here, alright? So first things first, put your screw in just to hold it in place. Alright, you're gonna be putting a little bit of pressure on this bevel cut. So next thing, when you're starting this, you want to use your guide here for the frame base of the saw. And what we're gonna do is be cutting an angle or a bevel cut right here. When using this, start with the blade back a couple inches, and then make sure you pull the guard all the way up or it's gonna come in crooked. All right, that's very important. All right, here we go. We're gonna let her rip. All right, and that's that. Just took out the bare minimum off that board. A couple things to remember here. Long screw, and I like to do it on a pile of wood so it screws the whole contraption or jig all the way down. It's just sturdy all the way through. Remember, these screws are gonna be hot if you're doing a bunch of them, so don't touch them. All right, so there's our board. All right, so how we got to this place? Let's grab that board again. So I cut one by just the normal way that we've already talked about, ripping your bevel cuts. All right. So we're doing a bunch. Wanted to speed up the pace. So what I did was I took my one master and I opened it up and I just sat it on there. And what I did then is take these screws out because this moves and just put it right up against there. And there you go. You got a guide. Alright, so this is all about a cut board, and then you got your board to just raise it up to height. You always want it longer. And there you go, good straight wood. I hope that helps when you're building a rig or a jig or anything of the nature. Ram it down, boys.